200 billion rand. Gone. Vanished into thin air. And the man who did it? He never spent a single night in a prison cell. This is not a Hollywood script. This is not fiction. This happened right here on African soil. And it is the biggest corporate theft this continent has ever seen. Steinhoff International. On paper, a global retail giant. Furniture, clothing, household goods, operating in 30 countries. They owned brands your grandmother trusted, worth over 200 billion rand at its peak. But behind the glass towers and the boardroom handshakes, there was rot, a fraud so deep it destroyed lives. To understand how one man stole an entire nation's future, you need to understand where he came from. Marcus Johannes Jooste, born 1961, Pretoria, South Africa. Jooste grew up inside that system. He learned early, in South Africa, the game was rigged, and he intended to be the one rigging it. Jooste started in furniture retail, small moves, quiet acquisitions. But the man had a gift, not for building businesses, but for making numbers dance. By the early 2000s, he had maneuvered himself to the top of Steinhoff International, CEO, king of the castle. And here's where the magic trick began. Jooste didn't just run Steinhoff. He turned it into a phantom, a company that looked like a giant, but was hollow inside. Like a baobab tree eaten by termites, still standing tall until the wind comes. Here's how the trick worked. Steinhoff had hundreds of subsidiary companies, a web so tangled, even auditors got lost in it. Jooste and his inner circle created fictitious transactions, fake deals, phantom profits. They inflated revenue by billions. The book said the company was thriving, and nobody asked the right questions. Because when a man makes you money, you don't ask where it comes from. The river that carries gold, nobody checks for poison. But Jooste wasn't stealing from strangers. The biggest single investor was the PIC, managing money for teachers, nurses, police officers, your public servants. Over 21 billion rand of pension money, the retirement dreams of the people who hold this nation together, was sitting inside Jooste's house of cards. December 5th, 2017, the lie collapsed. Within 48 hours, the stock lost over 90% of its value. 200 billion rand evaporated, pension funds gutted, ordinary people's retirements destroyed. And Marcus Jooste, he drove to his mansion in Hermanus, poured a glass of wine, and waited. He knew he would never go to prison, or would he?